All right, I wanted to make a gift idea video at different price points. If anybody has any other suggestions for what makes good gift ideas, please leave it in the comments below. And if you want a review on any of these items that I'm about to go through, a detailed review, please leave it as well in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to do a detailed review. Okay, so let's get started. So up here at the top, we're starting with less than 10 bucks. Here's a pack of bicycle cards. Everyone likes to open a new pack of bicycle cards. For less than 10 bucks, close to $5 or $7, you can get a unique design. Still, these are nice, made in the USA. Parent company is Cartamundi. Also makes these. These are higher end bicycle plastic playing cards. Are fantastic. They're actually made in Spain. They're coming to $1 or less. And again, the quality is fantastic. Here's a nice mechanical pencil made by Pentel. It's made in Japan. Still 10 bucks, but it's not going to wind up in the trash. It's not gimmicky. It's good quality. Here's Uniball Signos. I actually like Jetstream. Again, the ink cartridge. It's actually made in Japan. They make great gifts. A pack if that's their particular pen of choice. Now here you see a pencil, two pencil sharpeners, and an eraser. It looks like a very lackluster or not exciting gift, but it actually is, because there is thought behind all of these items. These pencil sharpeners made by a company called KUM, and they're made in Germany, and they're made out of magnesium alloy. They come with really nice sharp blades that are replaceable, also made in Germany, and they put a perfect point on pencils. So a pack of pencils. These particular pencils is Pen Gear. They're had for less than $5 or $1 at Walmart, and they're actually made in India. I believe it's actually a rebranded pencil made by Nutraj, which is a renowned pencil manufacturer. And so both of these are made in India. Their lead is very soft. They make excellent pencils. But a pack of these pencils from Walmart, made by Pen Gear, made in India, coupled with a pencil sharpener made in Germany and a eraser that's made in Japan. This is the Arc Foam Eraser, best eraser I've ever used. Pentel High Polymer is also excellent if you don't want to wait for a shipment. Paying for all these together as a stocking stuffer is, I believe, an excellent and very thoughtful gift, and it won't wind up in the trash. These are, like I said, made in Germany, magnesium pencil sharpeners. They come in at less than $5. Usually they'll be sold at specialty art stores, but I can't say enough about these. So even for less than 10 bucks, you can still give one of the highest quality, penmanship experiences with something like this that just about anyone can appreciate. That's not gimmicky or won't be thrown out. Here's moving on. You have a nail clipper. Is made by the company KAI. Comes in at less than 10 bucks, but is made in Japan. Is these blades over here, the clipper blades, stay extremely sharp for a really long time, and it has another feature of catching the nail clippings so they don't go all over the place and make a mess. And so this is also another nice gift that's, again, not gimmicky, less than 10 bucks, has great quality to it, and seems like some degree of thought was put into it. These are all items, again, I use in my personal life that I think are fantastic and I believe are close to best in class or near best in class. And again, don't have to spend much, and I think they make great little gifts if you need to. And we're going to go through all the different price points. Here up top, we have a Nalgene water bottle. This is made with high density polyethylene. It's their ultralight one. Comes in at 3.5 ounces, never leaks, and is made out of the same inert material that's made out of milk gallons that are sold at the grocery stores. And so the material is great, doesn't leak, and is super light at 3.5 ounces. I think it's a great gift. Still also made in the USA. Here you have a Mora knife that's made in Sweden. These are fantastic. Until you really spend more than $100, I don't feel like you're getting much more in a knife. There are two versions of this. This is the Mora Companion. It comes in at 17 to 20 bucks. They have a carbon steel and a stainless steel version of this. I like the carbon steel, but great little gift. Here's a little compass. It's a Sunto, 14, 15, 16 bucks, made in Finland. It's a great little gift for anyone that's either outdoors oriented or anyone to just even keep in their vehicle. Here's a pair of kitchen knives. This is made German steel, Winco chef's knife. Winco 6-inch chef's knife comes in at $14 or $17. We use this exclusively in our kitchen, along with this 3-inch paring knife by Henkel's. Oh, this one's actually made in Germany. This is, I think, made in Asia, but with German steel. But both of these are fantastic. We use both of these knives 95% of the time in the kitchen. Here we see a pair of Wiha screwdrivers. These are made in Germany. Now, I don't even think you need to buy the flathead portion counterparts of these. If you're going to be giving them as a gift, they're about $10 each. This is a Phillips head size 2, so pH 2 times 100. You see there, again, is made in Germany. But these tips last forever, and they have a very good fit and finish, and the quality is excellent. So if I were giving this as a gift, I'd just buy the Phillips Head 2 and the Phillips Head 1, and that's going to cover 80 to 90% of the need for Phillips head screws, and this is a PH1 80 millimeters. Both of these are made in Germany. Moving along, there's a Maglite. This is made in the U.S. It uses one AAA battery as an LED light. Not much else needs to be said about that. These do have lifetime warranties. Here's another excellent tool if your significant other or guy that you're getting a gift for is a gearhead, father, son, whoever. Made in Japan. The company is Sunda. The metal, they look super unexciting, but the metal quality is fantastic, especially, and the tolerances are great. Here you can see their pointy nose set of pliers. They line up excellently, and there's almost no gap. And so for pointy nose pliers, which I feel like they are a precision tool, this is a great tool. And these come in at, I want to say, less than $20 each. Now here's a travel magnetic set. The set is made in China, comes in at like 13 or 15 bucks, but it's not too small to be unusable, not too big to not be able to travel with. Here's another chess set I think makes a great gift. It's got the good, well-proportioned size chess pieces, and all of the design of all these chess pieces match that of a tournament set, just shrunk down. Tournament set boards are 2.25 inches squares. This is, I think, about 13 inches. The entire tournament size, I think, is close to 21 or 22 inch mat, and there's a little big. So this is a lot smaller and a little bit more convenient to use if you don't need a full size set. Highly recommended. Comes in at 15 bucks. Moving up along, here's another Nalgene bottle made of the Tritan plastic. It's just another option. It's a little bit heavier. It's cool because it's see-through. Again, I prefer the HDPE, but this one's about $17. I think a fresh Nalgene bottle makes a great gift. They don't really wind up in the trash, and they have a lifetime warranty. Here, this is highly, highly recommended for less than $20. It's a Filo Ergonomic, made in Germany, screwdriver bit holder. Those bits don't come with it, but I just showed you, for example, what bits they do take. And the balance is excellent on this. The grip is very comfortable. It's high quality, and it's the Filo Ergonomic 438. It's a perfect size as well. The shaft here is 100 millimeters. The overall length is 200 millimeters. Highly recommended. Here's a pair of really nice scissors. They come in at less than 20 bucks, so 17 bucks. They make an excellent gift, even for a pair of office or desk scissors. They're by the same company that made these clippers here. It's KAI, made in Japan, and they're butter smooth and ultra sharp, and they'll stay sharp for a long time. And the rubberized handles, great gift. Here you go is a pair of darn tough socks. Not much else needs to be said about them, other than they are about 20 bucks a pair. So you may want to buy a few pairs, but they're made out of 100% wool. They're made in the U.S. and they're fantastic quality, and they are just darn tough, and they keep your feet warm when wet, and still they dry quickly. There's 100% wool. The best socks I've ever used. I think would make a great gift. Here, moving on to another wool item. Here's a wool hat made by Smartwool. It was about 30 bucks. It's super lightweight, dries really quickly, and it's also very insulative. Here it comes in a big skinny wallet, one of the best wallets I've ever used. I've had this for 10 plus years, still the same wallet. It comes in at 27 bucks and it's super light, big skinny. Themselves have started to make other versions, but I think that's a great gift. Here's a Bondus set of Allen keys. They're made in the US. Allen keys are a type of tool that they round out easily. You just need something that's really good quality. Anybody who cares about tools they use or some degree of a gearhead will really appreciate this set of Allen keys. They're a little pricey at like 27 bucks, but it's something they'll keep and use for the rest of their life and possibly pass on. So I think it's great. Here's another Wiha multi-bit tool screwdriver with multiple bits that are in the handle. It is more of a kitchen drawer tool, so you can just grab and use it as opposed to a primary tool. I wouldn't say it's gimmicky, but there's some features that make it a little bit less user-friendly than that, but it's still a really nice tool. It's not actually made in Germany, even though this is a German brand. This particular tool is made in Vietnam, and it does take proprietary bits, but it still comes in under 30 bucks, pretty cool. Now, if someone who you're with is into audio or listening to music or even just casually listens to music but does appreciate good audio quality, at 30 bucks, this doesn't break the bank at all. It's the KPH 30Is. They're only $30 for the headphones. And if you want to give them like a little fun project, you can even get the $10 Grado upgraded headphones. So those are 10 bucks plus 30 bucks for the headphones. So $40 gift makes it a fun little, sort of audiophile project. But the audio quality on these for $30 are out of this world. Amazing, amazing. A great gift. Kind of looks like a junky set of library headphones, but sound quality is anything but junky. All right, moving on. Here's a $30 and up. Here's around $30 is a Clean Canteen. These are not made in the US, or they're made in Asia, but there's a great design and it's a cool water bottle. Wells Lamont gloves. These are excellent. Now they're not exciting, but they're probably some of the best gloves I've ever used, and they just hold up for a really long time, and they're good quality. Now, a full tournament size chess set with triple weighted pieces. You have to buy them separately. The pieces here are, I want to say, $12 for the entire set, maybe $14 for the entire set, but these are some of the nicest pieces. They have really nicely padded felt. They're triple weighted, and it's like I said, it's a full tournament size chess set, and as you can see, the pieces themselves are the absolute tournament standard design and style. And so it's really fun to play with. The weight is really nice. The plastic isn't even that cheap or junky, and all of the pieces are very nicely distinguishable. Couple that with a $20 tournament size chess board or chess mat, and you have a fantastic timeless chess set that's tournament level. Anyways, moving on to $30, $50 range, you can get some really nice flashlights. They take the specialty CR123 batteries, but for the size and the amount of light they give in the feature set, these are usually always waterproof, and even there's magnetic. You see this one's magnetic. They're fantastic. Some of my favorite lights. They're a little pricey at 50 bucks, but totally worth it. Won't wind up in the trash, and anybody who's some degree of a gearhead or will appreciate it. Moving on to a mouse. Now this is a Logitech G350 gaming mouse. Even for those that don't game, this is a definite upgrade. It's about 40 to 50 bucks. The nice thing is, especially for those that don't game, it takes a replaceable AA battery. So it's easy to maintain. The battery life is fantastic. It has a certain degree of customizability. And even for the non-gamer, for example, my wife, she uses one of these, and I use this on all my computers. Again, it's wireless, super light, super sleek, unassuming, not super, flashy with all the lighting and all that, because it's pretty understated, but still performs like a monster. For performance, fantastic, and it's ambidextrous to some degree. We say these buttons on left is probably easier with the right hand, but you know, it's got a very neutral shape, very, very neutral shape. All right, moving on to another thing. If someone's into watches or likes watches, or even for the general purpose person that doesn't use at least an Apple Watch, I would suggest getting a $50 Casio G-Shock. This is totally timeless. It was introduced in 1983. They've made improvements on the design, but the design largely stayed the same. Ultra durable, will last forever. It's excellent quality, and it's got 200 meters of water resistance. You can't destroy them. Here's like a gentleman's knife or gentleman's pen knife. It's not a heavy duty knife, but it's something to carry around, maybe keep in a briefcase or a backpack if you need to cut fruit or something or open boxes. This is the Ken Onion design. It's made by Ken Onion. He's the designer of this. The company is Kershaw, which is a subsidiary of a KAI, the same company that makes these scissors and those nail clippers over here. And this is $40 or $50. It's the Chive. Not the Chive. I think it's the Chive. It's the Ken Onion, or no, this is the Leek. This is the Kershaw Leek. He makes and there's the KAI. You can see is the Ken Onion KAI. It's made in the U.S. It's super sharp. It's a 3-inch blade. It's very sleek because the frame makes the handle as well. So there's not that many extra pieces. It's got a liner lock. It's super good quality blade. And I feel like it just has a little nice weight to it. Doesn't take up too much room. It's got an assist in opening. And so I believe this is a great gift. Again, it's the Ken Onion Leek, made by Kershaw, which is, I think, a subsidiary of Kai, made in the USA. Shaver, this is the Philips Norelco One Blade, best shaver I've ever used. Whoever you're gifting this to may or may not like it. We have BitSet, micro BitSet. Anybody who likes tinkers or works on laptops or builds things is going to appreciate this. The quality of the tips on these bits are fantastic. The bits and everything of this, I think this set is made in Vietnam, but the driver itself, the holder is made in Germany. This is a German brand. The quality and the tolerances for this, fantastic. Comes in, I think, at $45, but little pricey, but totally totally cool. Now, if they're into outdoors or they maintain a yard or into, camping or bushcrafting at all, a Silky Saw Pocket Boy. This is an 8-inch saw. It's kind of like one of those foldable saw. It is a foldable saw, but the quality is fantastic. As I mentioned, it's made in Japan. It's silky. You'll see the bigger version of it here in a second, but I think that would make a great gift for around $40. This was about $40. Now, here's a compass. I'm showing a second compass because compasses do come in like multiple different variations and sizes, so you can even get an upgraded one for about $60 or $80, I think this is. This is the Suunto. It has a global needle. If anyone's into outdoors, hiking, and things like that, a high quality compass will always be appreciated. Again, made in Finland. Now, an Estwing hatchet, if they're into camping, outdoors activities, or means to maintain a yard. These are drop forged in, I believe, Illinois. I can't remember, somewhere in Illinois. Some Scandinavian guy who immigrated years and years ago set up a drop forge company, and he makes these Estwing tools, and they're really great. They're not too expensive. I think $30 for this hatchet, but it could make a cool gift. Here's another Silky Big Boy 2000 for the backpacker, trail rider, yard maintainer, whoever. $80 saw is a chainsaw alternative. Not replacement, but chainsaw alternative. I've taken 3-story, 4-story tree down with this, and it cuts like butter. It is $80, and it's not very heavy. And so that could make an excellent gift. Kindle, I think this is a great gift. This is the most basic version, the one that's currently offered, and I think it's better than the upgraded version, largely because The other one, screen, gives us more reflection. It has better resolution, but this one has just good enough resolution. This one's also lighter, and it has less reflective e-ink display. So I prefer that one. I think it makes a great gift. Here's a Leatherman Wave. It comes in at $120. They used to be $90 or $100, but prices have gone up. If you're going to get a multi-tool as a gift, do not get the gimmicky China-made one. These Leathermans are made in the U.S. Absolutely spend as much as you're willing to spend on something made by Leatherman, because the quality is fantastic. They have a Leatherman Curl, Leatherman, Skeletool, Leatherman Wave, but these are all made in the U.S. and the quality is fantastic. So if all I have to say is get either like a Victorinox or Leatherman. That way, even though you're getting less features, the quality is much more superior and it's a better, safer, more desirable tool to use. Moving on, if they're into watches at all, for a Seiko 5, these are iconic and they are still offered for close to $100. And then if they like something like this, but you wanted a upgraded solar version with a radio controlled or radio frequency, atomic time. These has an atomic time radio in there, which gets the atomic time signal. And so this one doesn't, but this one comes in at 100. That one comes in at 50. I still think this is worth the extra $50, depending on the price point of the gift you're giving. Either are great though. Moving on to $150, or before we go to $150, there's the REI Big Haul duffel bag. I think these make excellent gifts. There's the North Face variant of this, as well as the Patagonia variant of this. Of the three, I think the REI Big Haul 40 liters is a better bag compared to the Patagonia or the North Face. Of course, it does not carry the lifetime warranty that the other two do. These has pretty much a 1-year warranty through REI, but the bag's pretty much bomb-proof. It comes in at $90, and I prefer the layout and the feature set of the REI Big Haul compared to the other two. However, if you feel like the North Face or the Patagonia will make more of a impression, I think you can't go wrong with any three of those. So a 40-liter duffel, somewhere around there, is super versatile. People will always have some sort of need for it, and it makes a great gift at around $100. Now moving on, high-quality electric toothbrush. I think that's a good gift. I use mine. I think I couldn't live without it. Moving on to this, anybody who's into some sort of RC or tinkering, even someone who's really not into it, will probably appreciate this. For $150, I think this is a complete steal. It's a Traxxas TRX4M, and for $150, it's a hobby-grade radio control car that's full-time four-wheel drive with proportional throttle and proportional steering. So it goes as fast as you tell it to, and it turns as much as you tell it to. It's super fun because it goes slow. It crawls over anything, something to play inside the house during the winter time. You could even use it outside. It's for $150. If you're at a loss for a gift, you want something kind of jovial or fun, I think it's a great gift. Here's a Swatch watch. You can always get a $150 Swatch watch with one of the cool designs on it. A lot of times you have a different design that may speak to the person you're purchasing for. It's kind of a personal thing, but it could be a fun gift. Now, the Audio-Technica ATH M50X. These to some degree, have become like close to industry standards now, I want to say. They are $150. I see a lot of YouTube creators using this to master their audio or monitor their audio. They are a set of studio headphones. I use them for listening to music as well as reviewing the audio on my videos I make, and I think the quality is absolutely fantastic. I think the audio quality is great. They are, to some degree, in my opinion, an industry standard now. RTINGS.com, ratings.com has rated these pretty well, and so highly recommended. Now moving on to this. This is knife. This is, I think, probably one of the best knives on the market. I mean, that's a very subjective term, but I think objectively they are. This is a Falkneven F1. This knife itself is the one in laminated COS steel, which has a cobalt component to it. However, this is a Swedish pilot survival knife, and took 8 years to design this. And it's actually the blade, the metal part of the blade itself, whether it's in laminated COS steel or VG10, the metal and the blade itself is actually made in Japan. And then it's sold by Falkneven, which is a Swedish company. And in my opinion, this is the best knife I've ever had or ever used. Just the quality. I mean, it comes in, I think, at between $100 to $200, depending on the type of steel that's used. It's a 3-inch blade. It's a fixed blade knife. Everything is extremely well thought out. I mean, it really shows that 8 years of design went into this for the Swedish Air Force. And the sheath, everything from the sheath to how you carry it, to the knife itself, to where how the handle is shaped, how the blade tapers, utter perfection, in my opinion. And so, not to mention the blade itself is of exquisite quality, and takes a ton of abuse. Moving on to $500, $200 plus, $200 and above. You know, you really start to get to very unique items. I think binoculars are up in that point. If someone needs a general purpose pair of binoculars, I think the best thing to go with is an 8x42. 8x is the magnification. 42 stands for the millimeters of the objective, the diameter of the objective lenses. And so 8x42 is a full-size set of binoculars. I would suggest going with an 8x, at most 10x if you're going to gift it to someone, because that's something you can hand hold without there being too much shake in the picture. And then also, if you want to gift a more compact, go with 8x42. I'm sorry, 8x30 and 8x42 for the full size. And binoculars, just my recommendation would be just buy whatever you're comfortable to spend in 8x42 from Nikon. So that could be anything as low as a $200 Nikon ProStaff P7. Still excellent optics for the price you're paying. And the way Nikon is very predictable in how much you're getting for your money. For example, these are a $1,000 pair of binoculars. These are the highest end Monarch HGs in 8x42. Then there's a Monarch M7 for $500, 8x42. So these are made in Japan because they're the highest end, but the P7 and the M7, all those are made in, I believe, either China or Taiwan. But what's less known is that all of the glass, for at least the Monarchs, are the optics themselves, and the glass is made in Japan. But then I think the glass is shipped to China or Taiwan to be finished and finished in those locations. So the optical quality that you're getting at $200, $500 on the lower end Nikons is exquisite and excellent. And so my recommendation would be to get an 8x42 or 10x42 in Nikon at the price you're comfortable with. I wouldn't go much lower than the Nikon P7. If you're going to go lower than that or less than $200, you might find better value in other companies. Although Nikon's Paro Prism binoculars, these are roof prism binoculars, are also of great value too. Anyways, moving along, here we go are to 300 and above. There you see a Bark River fixed blade knife. They're kind of more specialty knives, but there's excellent quality, even retain their resale value. And this is a Bark River Aurora in CPM 3V. They have different knives, and you're always getting quality, and they have lifetime warranties. Anybody who's in hunting or outdoors will totally appreciate appreciate a high quality knife like this. They are pricey, but you're getting what you pay for. Here is a spotting scope. That's a very personal choice, and that's something you probably really need to get the person who's receiving the gift's involvement in purchasing. Now, moving on up to like $600 or $700, this is not so much my style, but I was gifted these. That's why this is still in new condition. This is a Carl Friedrich leather luggage and briefcase. And I think the quality is like exquisite. Instead of paying for the name here, you're really paying for the quality. Some guy on YouTube deconstructed these and looked at the quality of the leather and all the hardware, and he came to the conclusion that they're totally worth it. They use Italian leather, and they use this special, I think, Riccardo, some really high, well-renowned zipper set, which makes, I mean, these are super sleek. And then lastly, if you're going to spend $1,000 or more, maybe a really high-end audio player. I don't have many recommendations for 1,000 and up. I mean, that is, you're going to be buying something very unique. So anyways, I hope that helped for these gift ideas at different price points. Again, if you want me to do a detailed review on any of these items, please leave it in the comments below. Or if you have any additional suggestions of what are good gift options or gift ideas at different price points, please leave the recommendation as well as the price in the comments below. I hope this helps. Just trying to decrease the amount of gimmicky gifts and the amount of gifts that end up either a disappointment or wind up in the trash and create unnecessary waste, or just sort of break within a couple uses. Some cool gift ideas that are thoughtful, have some design and quality behind them that are close to the best, or some best quality you can get at the different price points in its class. Again, thanks for watching.